Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. We'll start come on, start a riot. When they love you too much, no, it's fame, fake, or even hate. Don't be scared when the weight paralyzes your state at the gate. It's a lot to take in, it's designed to know it, don't wait. Don't be scared when the weight paralyzes your state at the gate. Don't get in line. Rigid lions dressed in suits, we don't get there. Fancy shoes and a ton of taboos at best. Burn the contest, we're out of time. You're a power battery, so don't get in line. No, starter, come on, starter.
All loaded up. We've got fuel, generators, pumps, cat dog food, lights, some tools. Got my fridge. I'm going to get some food in the morning. Water. This is in Opotiki. We were waiting for the police. They wanted to get the convoy big enough, and once they had enough of us, the escort was going to take us through. I'm the second vehicle in a long convoy. We've just left Opotiki and we're on our way to Gisborne. So I'm part of a big convoy at the moment. I'm the second from the front, following a fuel tanker. He's got 33,000 litres of fuel on board. He's got diesel and petrol. With Arborist behind me. I can see another tanker and a main freight truck. We're on State Highway 2 going through the Wairoa Gorge as a convoy, so we're on our way to Gisborne. He is So I'm part of a convoy of hundreds of trucks that I can see. Probably I've seen at least 4 or 5 petrol tankers. I don't know how many are in our convoy. We're getting locals. Locals are waving to us to say thank you. Everyone's videoing us. The road conditions are very, very dusty because there's lots of silt still left on the road, and that's gone dry. Looking at the fences, you can see how high the water's been. Vineyards just destroyed. Here's the convoy, so you can see how long it is. So they've just issued a emergency alert on our phones saying their water treatment plant is down and stop drinking all water. So I bought plenty with me, and I've got more than that in the fridge behind me, so I'm going to start giving it away to people on the street. I've started seeing queues of people outside shops now, quite long queues. So Gisborne Central City looks to be relatively untouched, and they do appear to have power everywhere. So I'm just going to pass through and just keep looking for others that need help, because the city itself seems fine. Too soon, there was traffic lights aren't working. This part of town doesn't appear to have power.
Because the state highway to Wairoa was still closed, I decided to try and take another road called Tino Roto Road, which is what this is. I ended up following a grader, which was quite helpful, and quite a lot of mess here. A lot of houses that were hit really, really hard. We eventually came around the corner to a bit of a dead end.
We ain't going that way.
So from here I decided to go back to Gisborne and have a little bit of a look around and see what happened. While I was in Gisborne, I heard news on the radio that the road to Wairoa had opened, so on I went.
Well, I've almost made it to Wairoa. Looks like it's actually raining over there too. Just see what happens. But round here has had a bit of a hammering.
On campus and online.
When I arrived, I met up with the council and they put me to work for Morgan, who runs the water treatment and all the water services. So I following him, and he took me out to the water intake and the treatment plant to where I was to be working. This area is called North Clyde, which is on the northern side of the bridge. They had a lot of water come through, and as you can see, it left a lot of silt with it. I'm told it did go down quite quickly. On the southern side of the bridge, with the exception of the main street, the town is largely untouched, but as you can see here, it took quite a hit.
This is my job for today. Gonna help change out one of these motors. That one to be precise. This is the pump station for Wairoa water. So this whole pump station up to those doors was underwater. So this is the motor I've just pulled out. It's the new one that's going in there. I'm on my own at the moment, but there's a guy from the council coming back to help me.
Right now it's all falling apart. Right now you don't know where to start. Right now the walls are caving in. Right now you don't know where to begin.
That's a queue to the petrol station that I've obviously got open. You see it there at the park. Right there. That side's not too bad. So through here, it got quite high. They're all shut. I think it was about 3 feet high there. Every now and then you can see a bit of that sort of indicates how high it got. There you go. This is a good 5 days after they've got the power on heaps of places. Huge cleanup. These cars are concoursionate.
From here, I was off to the intake, and yeah, let's show you what that's like.
There you go, there's an idea of the water height there. There you go. That's fucking perfect. station. We are 30 metres under. It's just me at the moment under here, the others are at the top. This entire thing was underwater. So these contextual water, they fixed them. So this is the pit. These are the stairs, 76 stairs all the way up to the top. That's ground level up there. Good morning, it is Sunday morning, the 19th of February. I want to show you something. This place is called the Inlet. So this is where the water is sucked from the river to provide water to the water treatment plant. Now I'll come around here, just to give you an idea. That is where the water came up to. This is the river. So you can see how high it came, so you can go back to that water level. And then there's the river. I'll come around and get a better view. So you can see with the inlet, it goes down, that tunnel, those steps. That room I was working in is actually under the river. There. So the water level was way up there. I went all the way down, that whole thing was full of water. So it took them days to pump it out. Then of course we've been working on, so all that electrical equipment that I was hosing out was 100% submerged. And I'm back today. I've got some sump pump switches to clean out so we can get that going so we can continue washing. What else do I have to do? Can't remember what else I have to do there. We've got another pump to do down the other end as well. That's all fitted up, just needs to be aligned, and then it can be started up as well. But as of last night, the town of Wairoa has got water. So if the flood were happening right now, my head would be underwater. So you can see that line up there on the doors again. And again, I'll show you the river now is down here. I'm on the highway that goes from Wairoa to Whakatane, and a heap of vehicles have started coming through. So I think that means that the highway might be open.
The two electricians that rebuilt the switchboard were originally flying up from Hastings to help. They worked right through the night, got it sorted, and the helicopter come and took them home. From here I had a few various jobs to do, mostly getting rid of all that mud. I got the army in to help out, they were amazing. After that I organised to go home, so I took a little bit of footage to show you on the way out. Thank you so much for having me, Wairoa. Very pleased to be a very small cog in a massive set of gears. You guys are amazing.
So this is probably the best way to illustrate how high the river was. You can see how high it got. This bridge is probably 30 meters above the water line. You can see, and it was just under the bridge, I'm told, so you can see how much volume of water is involved here. You can see how far down it is. She's no little bridge. See how much water we're talking about.